generally right. Similarly, head of the economy department would be played by a seasoned Mandari. Similarly, vice president of manufacturing, talking to sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Similarly, vice president of HR, secret. It's all. No, sir, for UK. Similarly, vice president of our strategic department, Similarly, CFO Kapil, vice president of marketing, Sriyasi now. Similarly, vice president of R&D, Moni Dahal, and head of luxury department, Saudani Murder. Similarly, Manju will be keeping time. Similarly, our observers are keeping over there. Dipasi Mishra, Sajan Maharjan, and similarly, our chairperson Sandhya Basit and our integrated director Bhumika Sharma. Similarly, I would like to thank our logistics department. Rosa and Rosmi for arranging this arrangement, and thank you for you guys. Now, similarly, during the time of recession, that was around 2008, lots of industries in US were facing the problems, and even this company, Transport Auto Parts, was not untouched with that, and they were struggling at that time. They were unable to meet their revenue. They were facing the losses. Similarly, they were unable to grasp the market in their profits. Similarly, what happened is this company changed their CEO and they brought Ellen Bright, and they had a lot of high expectations from the new CEO. And the important thing is, any mistakes she would make will make it irreparable damage to the company. So I would like to request now CEO Ellen Bright to give a brief about the company, and similarly talk about the performance and explain how she will be working in this company.
Transport Auto Parts has become a $6.6 billion subsidiary of a US diversified manufacturing company. This is a Tier 1 manufacturer of original and aftermarket products for automobile producers in the United States and abroad. Our core product line is interiors and electronics, which is serving 4 customer segments: luxury, economy, mid-price, and trucks. We see ourselves becoming #1 auto part maker in the Asia and Europe region by increasing new customers significantly. This is our vision. Our mission is to improve our internal processes and employee competency levels. For achieving this vision and mission, we have our major objective of achieving 8% return on capital employed by 2011, while simultaneously increasing our cash flow significantly. And our second objective is to target the luxury and economy segments with low cost, high quality products and enhanced product innovation. With the financial crisis hitting the entire globe, especially USA, the auto industry is extremely affected. Our customers, like Detroit-free companies including Chrysler and General Motors, are on the brink of insolvency. And robust car makers like Toyota and Honda have seen dramatic decline in their sales. Our suppliers, on the other hand, are facing higher cost, price, and volume pressure. Thus, our US original equipment sales outlook for 2009 is likely to be negative. Light vehicle sales is likely to decline from 3.2 million in 2008 to 10.3 million in 2009, and slightly increase in 2010 to 11.5 million. We're expecting the Detroit 3 to collectively lose share to foreign brands in 2009. We perceive greater suppliers' exposure to US-based companies, the greater will be the impact on its performance. Meanwhile, we need a radical changes in strategy and implement it flawlessly. We have no room for errors. Successful implementation of these strategies could add a lot of opportunity for us in the industry. In the long term, Rising automobile production in Asia and the emerging market presents an opportunity. These markets have both low cost of production, including the labor cost, and high local market vehicle demand. Also, as long as we can keep our operating cash flows healthy, the parent company is willing to invest in any programs that help us compete in the market. Thus, we need a clear strategy for our divisions and for our strategic divisions and implementations plans that can keep us on track. Thus, an effective way of measuring our performance internally as well as in our customer segments, we have decided to come up with balanced scorecard and strategy map. Mr. Royerson, VP of Strategic Division, will throw more insights on it. Off to you.
Thank you, Ms. Wright. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mr. John Robertson, the Vice President of the Strategic Division. So, as mentioned by the CEO, our new CEO, we are having the difficult time. Our job is in danger, right? So, we are going to have the strategic shift from the old practices, and we are going to shut down some of our business. With our discussions with the new CEO and the board of directors, we have decided that we will drop the divisions that are not generating the profit. So I hope you guys have this exhibit. Otherwise, you can look at the board. The industrial report and the macroeconomic report by the analysts suggest that it is better to shut down the unprofitable business because the industry is going to suffer further in the coming days. So we have focused on continuing our two profitable division. Please turn to the exhibit number 4. The profitable divisions are the economic division as well as the luxury division. And in other division, we are not even covering the cost of goods sold. So we are going to drop this division. And if we look at the international trend, then some of the emerging market in Asia, like the China, they have the huge regional market demand as well as they have the cheap labor cost. So if we shift our production facilities to the Asian region, or if we concentrate on those particular area, then we can promote our economic division sales. Similarly, our internal analysis and the market research suggest that we have some of the core competencies that we can differentiate from what others are doing. So, if we look at the value proposition of our customer, then could you please turn to the exhibit number 2? So, our customer focus on the innovation in the luxury division as well as the low cost and the price in the economy division. So, we are going to differentiate our product from what other competitors are doing. Now, again, could you please turn to the exhibit number 7? So, here is the competitor analysis. Most of our competitors are focusing on doing the low initial cost. So, since the customer value proposition suggests that the customer value the overall reduction in the cost, we will focus on the low lifetime cost. Similarly, in the luxury division, all of our competitors are focusing on the building the customer relationship. But because the customer value quality and innovation in the luxury division, we will shift our strategic focus to the innovation. So, as mentioned by Ms. Bright earlier, we are going to implement the balanced scorecard where we will set our targets and define our measurable objective. First of all, our current performance appraisal system is based on the one-time appraisal of financial performance. So there are other non-financial indicators as well, such as the internal business process, innovation and learning, as well as the customer perspective that will ultimately enhance our financial performance. You can see over there regarding the template of the balance scorecard. So I would like to request the head of the economic division as well as the head of the luxury division to briefly go through the template, because you people are going to develop the balance scorecard for your division. In the financial, of course, the financial indicator is one of the important, but there are the other non-financial indicators as well. So in the financial indicator, we will look at the things from how do we look at the shareholder. And internal business process, we focus on how we can actually into the future, what are the room for improvement in our internal business process. Similarly, in the innovation and learning, we focus on developing our employee competency and acquire the new knowledge to grow into the future. Similarly, in the customer segment, we will focus on what customers value. So I will be with you people throughout the process in developing the balanced scorecard. If you guys have any confusions, you can always ask for the consultation. So in preparing the balanced scorecard and the strategic map, you people have to focus on defining your strategic objective as actionable as possible, so that you can measure it into the coming days. Your objective has to be very dynamic, so that if you are not, your objective is not appropriate, if you realize that in coming days, then you should be able to change your strategic objective. And your strategic objective should be very specific and clear, such as if your strategic objective is to provide customer support, you can rewrite it as provide the superlative customer support. And your criteria and indicator, you have to define all the criteria and indicators for all your strategic objective, so that you can measure them into the future. And your initiative should focus on closing the gap. And you should also define when will you start your action, and when will you measure your progress, and what will be the budget requirements for that action, and what will be the resources required for that. So you can take the reference of the paper that the template that is in whiteboard. So this is all about from me. Then
now I would like to request the Vice President of Luxury Department to share some thoughts on this.
Hello, everyone. Respected CEO and VP, as you mentioned that our main focus is to lead in product innovation. So I'm very glad that you put the focus in the luxury division. So what I would like to add is that we have been leader in innovative products, but our products like satellite radio and Bluetooth capacity, they are becoming outdated. So we need to focus more on research and development in order to keep up our leading position in luxury industry. So I would like to ask research and development is Rita to add up on how feasible it is to invest in more in product innovations.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. As you have said that the technology which we are working on is getting old. So yes, I agree with you that we need a new innovation and technology, and for that we need to reduce the new product development time, and for that our research and development team has been working on it. And also we have planning to invest in new software for the luxury goods, and to acquire and train skilled design engineers, scientists and technicians from top tier schools and competition. And also we are planning to invest on new prototype equipment for the better product in the coming days.
Okay, now Vice President of Economic Division will be sharing his thoughts.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here in this most critical time of our organization. So now it is not our surprise that we are in a recession right now in 2008 after all the stock prices and all of that. So now what we have seen is that in recession usually people are more thrifty, they don't want to invest more in luxury items, while they are just wanting for that thing that provides value to them at a very low cost. And as per our CEO, we are focusing on acquiring new customers and competencies, and our major competition would be that we would be providing a low lifetime cost, and that is what we have been focusing on. And if we now if we have to share our thoughts, our division thoughts in that is that to acquire new customer that we have been targeting is that sorry, first let's talk about the cost of the business. So now to reduce our cost of the business, what we have done is we have tried to introduce the just-in-time or lean focus. We are focusing on that, and if we see that, then we have exceeded our target in implementing that in our production process. Similarly, talking about the relationship with our customers, then more than 60% of our supplier has preferred tier our organization as the preferred supplier status. So in that process, what we are doing is we are trying to reduce our cost as well as improve our relationship with the customers, because at this great time, relationship provides one of the major factor in how we do our business. Similarly, now if we now I would like to require attention for all of us to in the exhibit number 5, the global light vehicle production by region, and it is said that more than 28 million cars will be produced in the Asia and Oceania region. And in this, the Asia and Oceania are that part of the globe that has seen the least effect of the global recession. So and the expectation of the customers in this region is that they want the high quality product at very low cost, and we have been focusing on that too. Similarly, we have also now if you look at the exhibit number 6B, we have also planned to open a plant in South Korea, which will be opening from 2009, and that will help us to grow our customer segment in that region. And therefore, I would like all of us to be attentive towards the Asian market, where the middle income people are growing. They don't want a luxury kind of vehicle, but a vehicle that will help them to commute easier. So that is what we have evaluated from our division.
Mr. P, if you have already developed the balance scorecard, could you share about the
Sure.
indicators?
Sure, thank you, Mr. Ron. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let me present you our balance scorecard for the year. So now, So quickly highlighting that we are improving a lot we are trying to improve our production process to lean and just-in-time production process. Similarly, we are partnering closely with suppliers with focus on quality paths. Similarly, we have also invested in long-term assets, and we have tried to reduce our carrying cost by implementing just-in-time technology, which will help in reducing our inventory cost. So now, talking about our learning and growth, what we have done is that we have targeted that we have a target of having at least 50% of the employees certified with TQM capabilities, and which we have exceeded in providing to nearly 53% of our employees. Similarly, we have targeted to hired 60 TQM engineers, while we have already recruited 65 of them, and similarly we have targeted to provide 50% of our employees receiving JIT and Kaizen training, and we have exceeded and we have given that training to more than 52%. So what we have done is that we have made at least capable employees, so that our production process becomes very much easier, and that is in this region, JIT. And similarly, in terms of the process perspective, we have targeted that we are targeted to reduce our defect to 5 parts per million, and we have exceeded that, and we have reduced that to 4 parts per million, and that is near to the 3 sigma. We are trying to achieve the 3 sigma, and we are planning to achieve that by 2011. And similarly, we have targeted for inventory, to reduce the inventory carrying cost by 35%, and we have achieved that in this year. And talking about the customer perspective, although we have sorry, indicator. Okay, only the indicators. Okay, so in the customer perspective, we have targeted to tap in the 6% of our 6% of the global market, and similarly we have targeted to at least provide a feeling that at least 80% of our customer feel that we are providing them with the lowest maintenance cost, and similarly we have targeted 75% of our customers who rank us in the best in class, and similarly 80% of our customers, we have targeted 80% of our customers in economy segment that view the tab as being excellent in quality attributes. So I should not talk about the performance.
We'll go later.
Okay, thank you. And similarly, for our and aligning our financial target with the company, we have targeted to have at least -7% of return on capital employed. At least reduce our cash flow to minus 12 million, and similarly we have targeted for gross margin for 6%, revenue to increase to 1 billion, and asset turnover ratio to maintain at 1.25. Thank you.
If you have your scorecard as well, could you share with us your indicators? What are your indicators? How are you going to measure the performance?
So I have placed the scorecard on the table, so please look at it on Exhibit 9. So first and foremost thing, what I believe is we should not focus on every aspect, but focus on one thing and be best at it. Let me start it with example. We have a lake, we have 2 boats. If we try to go on to both of the boats, then we get on balance and we get drowned, right? But if we get in one boat, we are stable and we can get smoothly to the other end. So what my major strategy is to focus on financial target, so that we don't have to close down our TAP and divest it in other sectors. Like as our CEO mentioned that if we do not meet our target, then the TAP can be closed or divested. So I have specifically focused on financial target, and for that my plan is to increase the new product and introduce the new products. And also, since luxury products are inelastic in nature, so it has loyal customers and it's not affected much according to the recession. So that's the point. And how we can sustain in market is by increasing the global market share. Also, we can see in China the purchasing capacity of Chinese and other Asian markets like India is increasing. So talking about the present context, we have Lamborghini showroom in the China, right? So we have opportunity in Asian markets as well. And so with this, I would like to also integrate how we can implement this strategy. We can implement it by as I said, we can introduce new products which increases sales and which increases revenue, and we can meet the target of 8 million by the year 2011. And that's it. And talking about the scorecard,
foremost strategy in financial perspective is to increase revenue, increase gross margin, and to increase the cash flow by innovating new products. And we are also planning to initiate we are also planning to improve more customer satisfaction by meeting their demands of like innovating new designs and meeting their demands that way. So that's it.
Now we want to hear from the VP of Marketing.
Thank you, Liz. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm VP of Marketing, and as we all know that the economy is severely affected by the recent recession, our company is also facing the downturn of the auto industry. So, from a marketing perspective, we have to look from so many angles. Like we should look from customer point of view as well. So firstly, I believe that can we all look in exhibit number 3? For the low-priced cars, the growing market is Asian market. Similarly, for luxury cars, the European market has higher share. So I believe that we should aggressively look for Asian market for our economic cars, and for our luxury cars we should look at European market. Similarly, in economic market, since people have high elastic demand, price of the car affect their demand. So we should focus on providing low cost but high quality parts in this region. But in luxury market, since people's demand in more rich people don't have inelastic demand. So whether irrespective of price, their demand don't change in luxury market. So in luxury market, I believe that we should be providing more innovation, like as much luxurious cars as possible. So for this, I think the R&D department must work more rigorously in the innovation field. So that's my point of view.
Thank you, VP of Marketing. Well, after seeing the data, the best thing for us would be to go after luxury car markets and economic car markets. Our plants in US and Asia are seeing a high proportion of economic car makers. I see a huge prospect in our resources, in investing our resources in Asia, as it has a growing market with huge potential. Well, with rest of our segments, that is mid-price segment, it has its cost of goods sold of 120.67% as compared to its revenue, and truck segment has it 107.95%, which is clearly higher than the revenue we are generating. Thus, we have no incentive of carrying on with these divisions, while the sales is not able to cover our cost of goods sold. Thus, we are shutting this down, as said by our VP of Strategic Division, and focus on luxury and economic segments only. There is less to lose because our majority of the facilities are centered in Europe and Asia, and thus this market share will remain intact. This might sound disheartening for all of us, but it is the only way to save cash. We aim to differentiate ourselves in the economic division by producing high quality car parts with the lowest lifetime price, as mentioned by our colleagues earlier, with the lowest lifetime price, unlike competitors who are concentrating on low initial costs only. Let's hear from each one of you regarding how your division will contribute to achieving this objective, starting with our CFO, Joe.
Thank you, Ms. Bright. Now, I would like to give few insights on the financial position of the company as of 2008. So we are in the economic recession, and our performance has not been so great so far. As you know, the data suggests that we are at the current ratio of 0.891, which suggests the immediate cash crisis. So I would like to emphasize on generating cash as soon as possible. So we are focusing on these two departments. I would like to request them to keep key notes on this fact. Similarly, another aspect is of the target we are given by the center, that is of achieving 8% ROCE by 2011. So based on this, we are targeting to bring our ROCE from -15% to -7% by within 1 year and gradually increase it to 8% by 2011. So keeping these two facts on the focus, I would like these two divisions to develop their BSc, BSc, and regarding the target set by both of the division on BSc, it is quite in line with this our need or requirement and requirement. So we will be further analyzing the performance after next meeting. So that is it.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, everyone. As we all know that we are in the great pressure of recession, so we are in the meeting.
So being being the VP of the manufacturing, I want to tell you something that is quite interesting, that we are under the huge pressure to reduce our cost, and the only profit we are getting is from the high-end users, from the luxury users, and because of the uncertainty in the market, we are having the problem to manage our demand, to manage our raw materials just in time, so that we can produce the cars that is a luxury and the an economic size commodity, so that it is extremely difficult to manage the cost of goods source under control. So to remain competitive in the market, we have to manage the supplier delivery and the manufacturer correlation. So which will be an intense competition for both the two divisions. So the only in this period, the only thing what the manufacturing is taking is minimizing the cost, and the only thing we can minimize the cost is by digitizing our product and reducing the material cost without sacrificing the product quality and giving it in the fair price as we are given. Significantly in the exhibit we have seen that our revenue has been downgraded drastically, which is so sorry to say, but it's the truth due to the factor of recession, but we need to stand still and go on that. So what would be my view on that, to maintain the cost effectiveness and maintaining the luxury manufacturing at the premium price with changing the outlook of the internal auto parts, which will help the luxury manufacturing. Also, the economy segment has also reducing the manufacturing cost by managing by optimal use of the remaining plants. Thank you. Over to you, CEO.
So now we have discussed the basic general issue, and now our main concern is appointing the new COO. As we all know, that we have two potential candidates, head of economy and head of luxury division, competing against each other. So before they make detailed presentation, we would want to go on a 5-minute break while they get their presentations ready.
Thank you.